Dancing with a twilight mist through the cemetery ground. From dirt drenched in evil, appear without a sound. A dark sky lies ahead us on black wings of the night. Forever to walk in darkness, never to see the light. The thunder in the distance is a sign you'll have to learn. The stars they fade as evil takes its turn. The vampire returns. We come to seek you out as the city goes to sleep. The hunger that burns so fiercely is calmed by the lives we reap.
We interrupt our social
recorded?
time for this game.
Hey.
Whatever.
It is time. I am here. Is my voice working? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is my voice working?
Your voice is working.
I can't control the
Well,
volume of
what a
my
question.
voice. I am Vampire Logan. We are here to play D&D Eve of Ruin, episode 11. What are we doing tonight, Jesse?
Well, we're going to start with a couple flashbacks. Just talking about you guys each went on a little solo adventure with your Shadow Force characters and found a magic item. And we've got a couple people on deck to talk about how that went. Just short things, nothing, no pressure. Waz, why don't you take us away?
You're gonna do that. I just thought about that now. I was like, I had a story last week, and this week, I am old enough to not remember my story.
No way, I had the same fucking thing though. I went, oh no, I forgot about this.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna get
You've
popcorn and watch
got
this.
2 minutes
was-
to recall your story there.
Okay, so I'll just do a quick one. So,
Yeah.
so for myself, Hep was so we're in Waterdeep. We're on our way to the yawning portal. Actually, I just after our last little skirmish while the other team was down in their version of the yawning portal of a different time, and we're just out. I was just taking a walk, stretching my legs outside the mansion there, and I was in this crowd of people in the marketplace, and I saw this sort of shadowy guy, and he was a bit on almost on the blurry side. I couldn't quite track him so much, but I could tell he was picking people's pockets, and I'm like, well, that can't happen. And so I just sort of timed it, and I saw him. He was sort of picking certain people, and I could sort of see the next guy. And just before he got there, I used my bait and switch, pulled that guy out of the way, put myself in there, and just held out my arm and clotheslined him. Well, just knocked the poor little rogue senseless. And apparently he was wearing a cloak that allowed him to be not quite all in the same place at the same time. So I thought that was probably a very poor thing in his hands and should go to somebody better. So that is how I acquired my cloak of displacement, and how I didn't use it in my last combat with the spiders is because I didn't have it yet.
Well explained.
That's awesome.
Sorry, it
Celine,
was shorter
what-
than 2 minutes, so now you're on the spot.
Celine, how about you? What did you find,
So-
and how did you find it?
When we first arrived on the mainland from our little island that we all came from, she had heard some talk of a rare little sect of Sela worshippers on the mainland, which is unusual because most of them are on the island and where the comet landed, obviously. So, see, I remember things that happened in the last campaign. Anyway, so when we first arrived on land, she'd heard some talk of that, and she went off to find, she went and find them, and found just a small little temple in It was in a big city because that makes sense. Whoa. It was in a pretty big city. Please don't make me name a city.
RGT.
But
Toronto.
and it was in this pretty big city, and she met a priest? Question mark? A father? A pastor? Whatever. A holy man. There we go.
Man.
Who
Sorry.
was
Hey, man.
dedicated to Tistialat and was using his magic that he gains from his faith to help the poor and the sick. And Celine really thought that was beautiful, that's what he was using this power granted to him by Tistialat to do. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. And
That's how I remember.
so she helped him for a while with there were some really bad cases of there was an outbreak of some sort of flu, very bad like disease. And so she helped him with that, with dealing with that for the people of this town. And when it had passed as much as it was going to, obviously, but as once there had been no more people coming in sick, he gave her an amulet as a gift for helping out, an amulet that he said that he had gotten from a worshiper and is now passing on to another. He'd gotten it when he was younger and is now passing it on to another.
A new owner down the line.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
what's the
and
amulet?
It is an amulet of health.
Ooh.
And
appropriate
the reason
for the mission. Yes.
Yeah, and the reason that she wasn't using it during the fight is maybe she was. It didn't come up.
You don't know.
I never had enough hit points lost for it to matter. So maybe she was. Who knows? You can't
Cool.
prove anything.
You can't prove that.
Awesome. And that brings us. You two both referred to that fight, but that brings us up to where we were last time with the other team, the Strahd Slayers.
God.
And where was that?
The Island of Flesh.
The Island of Flesh, exactly. Being
What?
ripped apart by rip
Oh
sharks.
yeah.
Aptly named rip sharks.
The Titan
Aptly
body,
named, for sure.
or the
Yeah.
god, some demigod body.
Well, we established that the next place to get the piece of the rod was with the ship that I cannot remember the name of for the life of me.
Lambent Zenith.
I kept wanting to say Lambert, so I was pretty close.
Yep, that was very close.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
Holy ground,
Who?
Highlander.
Lambent. Yeah. Lambent is where it went, though. Yep.
Okay, so I was thinking Adam Lambert. I don't know what you're talking about with this guy, but anyway.
It's an age thing.
Highlander reference.
Exactly.
Old men say Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
and not many old women. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't really the sex symbol that he was made out to be in the movie.
Yeah. Sorry,
So-
continue.
Anyway, so we established that the Lambent Xena was where we would get the next Xena, like Xena, like
Zenith.
Zenith. Okay, I was like Xena Warrior Princess? That can't be right.
Only if you have a lisp.
You're right. That's not right.
Look at Pussy Lawless.
Look at Zenith.
Xena.
Okay.
Okay. The Lambent Zenith is a ship.
In 1358.
Where that yes, in 1358. I was never gonna remember that.
Okay, that's why I write things down.
Yeah, smart. Where it was a ship that had gone off to fight a
Sea god.
reported sea god
Mm-hmm.
named
Glaucus.
Glaucus. I remembered that.
Nice.
And the reason that people don't actually technically know if Glaucus was a god was because this was during a time when the gods walked the earth as mortals, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar.
The dark times. Dark
The
years.
time of troubles.
The time of troubles.
Yeah.
Right.
The year of shadow
And-
in the time of troubles. Yes.
And also because there is a potential that this person was just using the rod of 7 parts, one of the 7 parts of the rod, to destroy villages for some reason. I don't know what the motive there is.
Failing to pay fealty. They had some level of power in
Oh!
the sea, and then
Yeah.
they just kept on going to the land and asking for like food and favors and
because I
stuff
don't
like
remember that
and
at all. I must have missed
Yep.
that.
if
Yeah,
you
they
that was
totally
said
just
no,
dissed him.
she'd wipe out
okay,
your
that-
coastal village.
That makes sense. And
Wait.
so then they went to fight this sea god and kill her, him, hit them, whatever. And the crew was fine, but the ship was never seen again, and neither was Glaucus.
That's right.
But we found
But
the
they
ship.
don't know what the
And
fuck
Glaucus,
happened. We
apparently.
did find the ship. And it's in a weird giant fucking
That's-
island. Well, so
That's
we're
a
getting ahead of
whale
ourselves.
ball ass corpse.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We went back in time. Went to the yawning portal. We got our bottle to drop back at the house.
Yeah.
We were like, hey, we're gonna do this thing. And he
Time
was like,
anchor.
well, that's gonna be hard because they left. And we were like, fuck. So we got Mordekainen to open his door to his house as close to the lambent zenith as he could. And we ended up out on the ocean. Or like right at the ocean, and we were
It's
like
like a mile
"Oh,
away
we're
from
gonna-"
your destination.
Yeah.
For some reason, the portal couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, so we had to get a boat, and Shabaka turned into an orca whale.
And luckily, Shabaka had a boat in his pocket.
Yes, from his yes.
I
From
figured he was
his,
just happy to see me, but
I was just gonna say
no.
he wasn't happy to see any
Boat
of
in my
us. It was a
pocket, or
boat.
am I just happy to see you?
His code of useful items or whatever, and
Robe.
we attached the boat to the orca whale, and he towed us. And then we ran into some fucked up shark crab things that were called rip sharks. They were sharks with crab
Pincers.
yeah,
Do you have
claws.
a picture of that again on here?
There's in the chat.
Token browser.
And they were
Just
fucked
scroll
up.
up a bit.
I meant
They were-
And
I'll
Fallon
make
made
it on
a
the
choice.
screen.
Fallon made a choice, which was jump in the water because, of course, she did. Listen, I know it was a bad idea, but it was
But that's
very in
Fallon.
character.
Yeah.
It was very in character.
And it worked out, so maybe it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, because Cora had repelling blast, which was really good for getting us out of grapples.
And I had water walk.
Mhm.
It was-
Oh yes, that was also very helpful. But yeah, we killed them. They almost killed a couple of us.
Here's the full
Yeah.
stat block.
almost made Ramses into multiple pieces. Multiple Ramses.
Not Fallon. She seems to be totally fine.
Rip
According to the
shark.
character
Rip
sheet.
shark. That's what
Yes, yeah. So Fallon did pretty good at like
yeah,
doing
full
some
picture
damage
here.
quick
There we go.
and not getting captured
Taken.
in the
Yeah.
claws.
I think she got
That
caught
for everybody.
once, and
That is
and
monstrous.
Yeah.
Cora got her out, and then
Yeah.
after that, I don't think she got clawed again.
And you never got
Um,
restrained, which is like
No,
double
she definitely did not end up
in
receiving-
both claws.
Oh, I did.
Ramses
Oh, no,
did.
Ramses did.
Twice. Yep.
Twice. I enjoyed
Anyway,
it
we
so much the
killed
first
them,
time.
and we approached where we could see the shipwreck. And it's a weird flesh island, which is really deeply upsetting.
The stony mass in front of you isn't land or an island, but a colossal creature that appears lifeless. Shattered ribs arch over the creature's mossy spine, and the air crackles with decaying magic. Among the bones is the shipwreck of a large galleon broken into 3 large chunks. The stern castle, nestled in the corpse's hip bones, the starboard section embedded in the rib cage, and the prow stabbed into the creature's heart.
Yeah.
Gross.
They got him with the boat.
Got him with the boat. Age
So-
old,
so
get
is
him with the
this-
boat.
Do you guys think this is Glaucus? Glaucus was actually a creature? Or could take
Yeah,
the
I
form
guess
of a
so.
creature
If
or
it's
something?
a god, even an avatar
God.
could turn into
Maybe?
a larger shape.
Well, I said I just said take the form of a creature.
Yep.
Was
A big creature.
Was it? Does it? I thought you said it looked humanoid.
It is vaguely. It has hips and things like that. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
she got hit.
and ribs, and it is like a
mean-
large thing, but it's got the two arms, 2 legs, and then
Oh,
you-
it's like
can you drop the
fucking
map?
Ursula
Almost like
when
a
she gets
titan.
really big and then gets
Yeah,
stabbed by a
Just
ship.
like that. Exactly.
Except
I
someone's
was totally
tentacles.
thinking that too. And I was trying to remember. What
Yeah,
was
right?
The name of the, what was I trying to do?
yeah, no
Poor
tentacles.
unfortunate souls.
Ursula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ursula. That's what it was.
Ursula the Sea Witch.
You can see as you approach the
Which?
this floating mass here, and the stern castle, which is the closest piece of the ship to where you're approaching from.
Do we have a map?
Yes, there is a map.
Can we see it? Thank you.
Yay, map! Yeah, that is disturbing.
yeah.
I remember that.
Right, it was gross. And also the boat with 3 fucking, and it looks like it has 3 end points for some reason.
It looked like a
Yeah.
big wad of guts with a boat intertwined.
Yep. So
That's
you're
gross.
approaching from the north, and yeah, and it's this is it's actually I've been reading up, and there's a reason why one of them looks like it's got 2 ends. Anyway, as you're getting there, you're noticing that around you, in the water, there appear to be more of the rip shark fins out in the water, double fins, a left and a right fin, circling around the area. Still pretty far away from you right now.
So do we make
How
landfall
close?
and take this crap out?
How close are we to this mass here?
You're getting close. You're maybe 100 feet away.
And they're surrounding it, or
They're in the water. They're curious about your boat more than it.
hmm.
It's not moving. The boat is. And there's a being
land.
pulled by a whale as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Do they seem interested as in the whale?
They seem. You can't tell. You can't
Okay.
tell. They're far enough away from you that you can't tell what they're looking at or anything like that. But you can see the fins poking out of the water, and it's pretty clear that they're going in circles near you rather than towards you or away from you.
So, is there land near this? This is in the water, right?
Yeah, so the mass that is part of this thing is something you could theoretically move on, but it looks like it's dangerous going. You
Looks gross.
looks like climbing on this thing would be
Difficult
Frequent-
terrain.
difficult checks, and it looks like falling would hurt.
Fallon is willing to do this. Shocking absolutely no one.
So
Fallon
part,
is willing
part
to
of
do
this
this.
is out of the water, right?
Yeah,
And some
all
is
yeah.
under?
There's basically the part that you can see here is emerged from the water, and the ship is on it and quite accessible. Roll perception.
Okay. Sheet go.
19. 19 from my girl Fallon.
With a 19, I'm just gonna roll with that because that is sufficient. You can see on the stern castle where the the closest piece to you, there are 2 people on deck. One of them has a spyglass pointed in your direction.
Oh,
Oh shit! We should probably go see that person.
Wave at him.
Also, I love that 19 is sufficient, and then every single person proceeded to roll higher than that. We all
Yeah.
see this.
You all see this for sure.
Yeah, let's go see the
Wave.
person with
I
the
give him a
spyglass right
jaunty
there.
wave back.
Yeah, they look at each other and then like hesitantly wave out to you.
Fallon
Austin doesn't
scares
know any
the
better.
shit out of
It's like,
So you can approach this part of the ship without having to go onto the body, if you will.
okay.
look
Are
threatening at
we?
all?
What was that?
Do they look threatening at all? Or they look receptive to our approach?
Well, they
They-
waved back at you.
They waved, yeah, they have no weapons drawn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, they look like friends. Let's go.
It's enough for him.
Scraps of
Okay.
golden sails dangle from the stern castle's ruined mast. 2 armored Githyanki are on the deck
Oh,
Oh, they're
with
kind of ugly then,
silver
aren't they?
swords on their hips. But they wave you to come closer.
Alright, I pulled closer.
I'm game. Are you guys game?
yeah. I mean, I see no reason why we shouldn't.
One of them calls out, "Riding a whale, eh? That was a good idea."
Whale of a good time.
Is somebody riding me?
Well, the whole boat is riding a
I
whale.
think Sasha actually was.
Yeah, I
Sasha
think Sasha
absolutely is.
was. Hey,
How did you get past the rip sharks?
Killed him.
I do a toothy grin.
Wants up? He holds up like a claw.
Okay, good answer. Good answer.
Like Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Survey says.
There is this. Killed him.
Top answer.
What brings you out this way?
Who
And
are
where's
you?
your ship?
Oh.
This is way too far. Even being pulled by a whale. This is.
Well, we're currently on it, aren't we? And she just points
Yes.
at this dingy ass, this tiny
Rowboat.
boat.
One of them opens his mouth to say something and then stops.
Better than no
Okay.
boat. And
No,
she just
no, it's
eyeballs
true.
the ships
No-
that
no
are
need
broken up in this area.
No need to bring a big ship out for something like this.
One of them definitely calls, like, looks at the other one, calls out to you. We could have used a bigger ship.
Java
We were hoping for a way off this.
This one looks really big.
Huh.
Did you need a bigger boat?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yes. Yes. Well, do you think maybe you could help us out anyway?
Is it just you two, or is there more?
Oh, there's more.
We
Got
could
some
take
here,
several
and
trips. We have access to...
How did you guys get here?
we chose to be here, didn't we? One of them says. The other one like punches them in the arm.
Is this the lambent zenith?
He raises his arms out to both sides and does a bow as if introducing himself for the first time. Says, "At your service."
And you are?
In the moonlight.
I am Lisan. This is Zastra.
Oh.
We were bosuns on this ship here before. Well, we still had a functioning command structure.
how many of you are left?
Oh, on this piece of in the stern, less than 10. I don't know about the other pieces. Last people who went out towards them never returned, so and everyone's afraid to get into the water with the rip sharks.
How long has it been since this
A
happened?
week.
Week.
Oh my god. We should probably help them before they start eating each other.
We've gotten by
Yeah.
on the seafood so far. The eating's okay. We have the galley in the stern section. I don't know how the others are getting by.
We should probably start saving them before they start eating each other.
Really?
The others.
Oh yeah, Ramses is 100% for saving him, and
Mhm.
at the same time, suddenly Ramses is going. I know how the crew made it back safe without the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
knew we
that's
would be
us.
saving them.
Oh,
Can we
weird. Oh yeah, fucking of course we would.
Predestination.
can we look through the spyglasses at the other sections of the boat to see what kind of activities going on there?
Good from out in the water, perhaps, but not from here. There's too much land in the way.
Air quotes
Alan
land.
would like to climb up.
Yep.
Land.
I think we make for the ship to start with.
Um,
Like, how far away are we? Are we on the ship now?
No, you're by this point you're probably just like 20 feet away, sitting in the boat.
Okay.
oh,
Like down here.
Can
You're
you
more
guys-
than welcome to come up.
Or
We
is this
can talk more of the top one.
Top one. Okay.
please don't do the pingy thing. I really don't like the way it looks. It just, ugh.
Is there any way you can change the
I hate
color
it.
or the?
Yeah, you can do that, which I much appreciate. Anyway, if we get close enough, Fallon is gonna climb up.
Yeah, okay. They don't seem threatened by that at all. Oh, hold on. I've got a ladder. One said, and he tosses a ladder over the side.
It actually might
Hey.
be good if you have some rope you could send down. Would be good to bring our rowboat up onto deck.
Oh yeah, sure. So let's say 2 of you stay down there, the rest of you come up, and we'll arrange for the rope.
All right.
Yeah, Fallon climbs up.
I'll stay
She's
down.
got. I think she has rope. Actually, I think I gave my rope to somebody ages ago and never got another rope.
That's okay. These are
The answer is, oh no, I do have a rope. Okay.
I
No,
rolled
wait, that was a
two.
different character. That was a different game.
So I think Sasha has rope. Inventory.
I'm sure they have ropes. We're on a boat, but
Right.
Yeah, they have.
exactly.
They do not have
They have
ropes. They have lines.
I have fishing
Exactly.
tackle.
No
Yeah,
line.
50-foot rope.
On a boat, a rope is
I-
called a line. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I have rope. At least it's not connected to
we
what's
all
left
we
of the
all
mast.
have rope.
Yeah.
If you look to the top right side of the map, you will see the top deck and the
Yeah.
and part of the deck below.
Ah.
The Giff Yankee are up there. You guys, those of you who climb up, can put yourself on the top piece.
What, they don't even get to have their name tags to have names? They're just Get Yankee Knight?
Wait
Yeah,
a sec. These were Giff the
I
Yankee.
can do this.
And get Nike
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah,
were,
he
yeah.
said.
All right, bad pun. Sorry.
I can do this.
You can
Alright.
do it.
I know I have a token in here somewhere.
It's
Did
if you
we-
click on the token browser, which is the bottom.
Did we know they were Giff Yankee?
There's a
I don't
player.
know.
Yes.
From
Ah,
the,
yeah.
the
Before we
lore?
left, no.
From the
No,
lore?
from the lore, no. You didn't know
Okay.
much about the crew. The only crew member you knew was the captain, which is
Inda.
her.
Sorry.
You know her
Sasha,
name,
did
but
you
you
find
don't
your
actually
token?
know what. What's that?
What
Sasha was
species
looking
she
for his
was?
token.
I just tried
Oh,
to
okay.
drag and drop it, and let's.
No. You have to hit the plus button.
Oh,
Okay, you just
that's
put Hanan.
irritating.
Yeah, I know. I did that like 3 times.
There you go.
Yeah, you just hit the plus button and then he'll.
All right,
Walk up.
I did.
Boom.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Hi. How's it going? As he kind of crawls over the rail.
And you're in the top part there, where the wheel of the ship would be.
Yeah.
There are stairs leading down to the main deck below, where the ship is clearly rent, apart from
Asunder.
where it was before. Yes, and there's a door. Here. No. How do you do the pointer thing? In the inoffensive way.
If you click on the
There we
point and ping, it's the point option.
So there's a door here that goes in, and then here and here there are stairs that go down to a lower deck.
Does it look
Right.
like, based on where the water line is, that the lower deck would be underwater?
No,
there's somewhere that
not
the
at
other
this point.
people are.
Yep. This
Well,
the
they
whole
could be in the
thing
one
is
below.
basically out of the water, embedded on the land here.
Okay.
There are no settings to change on that ping to make it
Nope.
less offensive.
You just have to use the point. The ping is awful.
This is this stair. And then it goes around there.
Yes.
So-
Down. Okay.
Correct.
I guess I'm staying in animal form for now. Let's see if we need to
Oh, the boat comes up.
around the
Yeah.
other spots. So I'll wait down by the boat.
Oh.
Cool. So you're not coming up, or?
Well, I'm gonna stay in whale form because we'll need to tow the boat around, I think. Unless I hear trouble.
Okay.
Although I guess they've been here for 3 weeks. I guess I could take a short rest before going to the next one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
I'll transform back then.
Okay.
Come up.
So, they basically go down to the lower deck because it's easier to lift the boat from there, and they put the boat onto, with all of your help, because it's going to take everybody. But let me
With the
just
rope, can I
draw-
put the thing back into the patch, or no? It's a one-time use, right?
Great question.
I believe so.
Oh, look.
Yeah,
There
continue.
you go. On deck for now, and you can figure that out as you go.
Yeah.
With a much huffing and puffing, you all pull up the boat though and put it on the deck. This is great. Where did you come from? We haven't seen ships. We've been looking for a while, a week really. They say, and haven't seen. We've seen when all this went down. There was a bit of a thing. Many ships that were nearby in the water were sunk. So we have a number of life raft have made it out this way. Survivors from some of these ships, but nothing since then. Nothing in the last 6 days.
What makes you assume that we're any different?
Well, it's because it's just been so long.
Also, probably the orca whale.
The
That-
orca
that
whale
just
that did
turned-
just transform into a man.
A bugbear.
Well, bugbear.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have any
Orca?
place to cast aspersions on their race.
Yeah, no
I don't
kidding.
think I've seen your type before, to be honest with you.
When I clamber up on deck, I go, "Oh, hello there. I am Shabaka."
Yes, we are Lysan and Zastra.
The answer is no. Once
That's
you've used
what I
all the
thought.
patches,
Yeah.
it's toast.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh,
Okay.
well.
And to answer your question, we have access to magic.
Okay. Well,
That's
that's
a pretty
good.
straightforward answer. We have
Yeah.
And we're more
Um,
than happy to help you get out of here.
That's even better.
We
Um,
are looking for something, though.
Oh, yes. Well, maybe we can help. I'm sure we could. Our well, not our captain, I suppose, but our interim leader is just over here in the galley, I believe.
What
Perhaps you
happened
can
to
come
your
to some
leader?
arrangement.
Yes,
Pardon?
we should
What happened to
probably.
your leader?
She was in the bow when this all went down.
Did she?
So
should
we
probably-
don't know if she's alive or not.
Oh, okay.
We should probably do a little bit of a head count as well. How many people there are on here?
Mhm. Sounds like there's. Sorry, you said less than 10.
In the
Yeah, let's see.
In the
5,
shed.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I mean, we can just
9,
go
I
down and
believe.
see.
Yes, certainly.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's like we should probably go and like take a look and see
Of course.
how many of them we can bring on the boat at once and stuff.
Okay, they go down the stairs and they open the door in the middle of the deck.
Mhm.
Here we go. And there is a common area here.
Come on, everybody.
Yep.
Actually,
In
I
there
guess
you
I
can
wanna
see it's just
find
it's just an open room with doors on many sides. I'll be a little generous with the erasing so you can see the doors.
Doors of many sides.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
And they head into the southern area.
Okay.
And there
This is the world here. Pretty much, then.
empty wooden tables and chairs fill the mess hall. In the corner, an elf man plays a game of cards with a Giff.
Giff as in GIFF.
GIFF, that's right.
That's
Hippopotamus
That,
people.
hippopotamus person.
I was going to say hippopotamus.
I was about to go the fucking what? So glad I got the answer to that.
Sasha looks at his water pouch and is like, "Is there mold growing in here?" I'm okay. Weird. I think I'm hallucinating. That's. Excuse me. You. And he kind of points to the hippo guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Let's
Did
see.
this ship by any chance fly through space?
Alan turns and looks at Sasha with a look of vague judgment, like you're
He
being
has
rude
no
as
idea
fuck.
what these people are. He's never seen, like, he's seen humans, orcs, half elves, stuff like that, right? Keep in mind, he's from the realms around our beloved Count, right? World.
Only seen
And very yes.
werewolves.
Nothing quite like this guy there.
Well, he thinks he's hallucinating
Stands up
right
from
now.
the table, and he approaches. Who are the first two of you in the room?
Probably Fallon. She'd be near the
Fallon.
front.
And Sasha's already been
Okay.
talking about it, so I would say
Fallon and
Sasha's gonna
Sasha.
Yeah.
He comes up and
Yeah.
says, "Welcome, welcome," and he slaps the two of you on the back. So great to see new faces around here.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is
Hello,
Sasha, and what is your name, sir?
I'm Ilrun. I'm temporary captain here.
You are a
this
very
the
interesting
gift?
person.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Is he wearing like
Uh-huh.
the usual Giff like military outfit?
He's wearing like what you consider like a 1800s era military
Yeah.
outfit.
Okay, cool. That's what I expected.
Uh-huh.
Not that my character would have seen. Well, I was in Waterdeep for a while. I might have seen a Spelljammer ship.
You, sir, are indeed a marvel. Glad to make your
Well.
acquaintance.
Yeah, this is when Fallon looks at Sasha like, what?
What planet are you
Marvel? What
from?
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Well, it's most marvelous to see new faces. 'Cause does that mean? And he looks to the Giff Yankee and stuff like that, and they kind of shrug at him, like, "Oh, you don't have a ship then?"
We have a boat.
Sort of.
Well,
It's seaworthy.
we can get you out of here if that's what you're wondering.
That is good news. Very good, very good. Well,
So, maybe you could tell us what actually happened here.
oh, I'm afraid I wasn't here for it. My ship was wrecked nearby. I came here. I was in a lifeboat of my own. Made it to this mass, which did not turn out to be an island. That was off the charts, unfortunately. But I made it here safely and have been stuck here ever since.
So why
so
are
you're
you
not
in
with the
charge?
original crew of this ship then?
No, I am not.
So why are you in charge?
First officer's ill or something. I'm afraid I don't understand.
Okay.
Yes,
How many?
Captain is on the bow. First officer is here, but not feeling well, and yes,
Maybe-
the others were looking for someone to tell them what to do, I suppose.
Maybe we can see the first officer. Maybe we can help.
Oh, you could, but maybe he shouldn't be disturbed.
Why?
Oh, no reason, I suppose.
Then it sounds like he should be disturbed.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
we've got.
Well, you
excellent
see, he
healing.
doesn't want company.
Please explain.
Insight check.
Yeah, this dude's so sus.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Go ahead, roll
He's
me
like-
some insight check.
He's like, well, I guess there's no reason you
Oh,
shouldn't
jeez.
fancy him, but you can't. Excuse me? Oh my god, I also rolled a 6.
Sasha's looking at it like, boy, you must weigh.
Oh
a
my
thousand
god, why are we
pounds."
rolling
Oh,
so
no.
shit?
10.
Oh my
You guys
god.
elect this guy mayor, right? Like,
He's
Right?
great. I love this guy.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sasha's too busy marveling over his appearance to pay attention to his words.
Why? You're the only one of
You're
us
the
that
one
rolled
that-
above a 10. Sorry, that's not true.
Oh, yeah, Ramses.
Well, I did. I only rolled a
Ramses and
6, but I have
Fallon got a-
+8 in insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a 14, I got an 11, but still, it's not great.
Let's see. What are your stats? Right, okay. Yeah, I would say, Sasha, that you think that there's some level of deceit going on here. You're not sure what, though.
Well,
But we all think
regardless.
he's
But
totally
you get it.
fine.
What you get from him is the fact that of his boisterous and happy attitude is put on.
Oh, well, yeah.
So Sasha goes, "Tell me, my friend, what bothers you?" I get a sense that something, you ever hear the story of the sad clown?
I don't think so.
That was the rudest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Right?
You just called this man a sad clown.
Right, like someone who puts on a great show for everybody, entertains everybody else, but is deep down himself kind of depressed.
Fallon once again looks at Sasha with like,
Where are you going
what
with
the
it?
fuck? Are
He
talking
claps
about?
you on the
What?
shoulder and he says, like, it's like you're looking into my soul. Okay, next.
Okay, well, we would like to check on all of the crew here, and we certainly would want to talk to somebody who was here
I'll
for
just
the
pull the
actual
blood.
fight.
Well,
So, what is-
Also, let's be real. Let's think about this for a moment. We're saving everyone, which means we have to see everyone. If
Yeah.
they are contagious, perhaps, Ramses, our friend here, could see to that. Can't you, Ramses?
Of course, that's why I wanted to see him to start with.
Yeah,
Um,
we're
Well,
going to.
Jesse, what is this
So-
guy? What is this guy doing?
There's so that it's like,
Elf.
You just
yes,
chilling.
I'm sorry. Let me introduce my companion here and card master extraordinaire, if I do say so myself. This is
I don't.
Davros.
What was he doing during that conversation?
Just sitting quietly. He's holding a hand of cards in his hand. When the Giff comes around behind him, he kind of like hides the cards on the table, but he's mostly continuing as if to play the hand he's dealt.
Mm-hmm.
We all just played the hand we're
Funny.
dealt.
Yep. Yes, Davros, nice to meet you. Yes, I and both of hold on.
Weston and Zestra.
Yeah, those them. We were all here when this went on. Inda recruited us. Captain Malayuri, I mean, of course. She recruited us for this mission. She had something to prove. When we got here, we could tell that Glaucus was already under the effects of something. We did not expect her to be so big, but she was clearly maybe even in her death throes already. Captain made for her at ramming speed, and when we collided, well, that did the trick. Apparently, she popped open, and we've been stranded here ever since. The ship broke apart immediately. The people we've sent have not returned. A halfling priest that we know went out to explore to try and find their way to the other pieces on foot, and well, we haven't seen them since, and we don't really have any ability to go by water, so here we are, just waiting for rescue. Fortunately, there's the cook in the galley is good, and we haven't wanted for food yet.
So, when we came up, we saw 3 pieces of ship. Are those all from the one ship?
Yes. Yes, our ship broke apart when Glaucus fell over and emerged from the water.
Because this one looks like it has an ending, and these 2 look like the chunks. Like there's something else on there.
Yeah, but that's what we see in plan view. We would never have seen that from the other view.
Yeah.
Yes, the bow is the furthest section, and the one that looks like that, I don't know. I haven't been able to see it from here. But it should be the midships, starboard side.
Okay.
Should be out there somewhere.
And is that supposed to be a tree in there?
I don't know anything about a tree. I can't see it from here.
I mean,
Yeah, Ramses, we can't either.
we
so
wouldn't have seen it coming up.
not
You
really.
did see something from the water that looked like a tree.
Okay.
Oh. Well, once we've checked on the rest of the survivors here, I vote we move on to another part of the shipwreck, as they seem to at least have access to food and certain level of survival. We don't know how lucky the others may have been.
So if you don't mind me asking, if you didn't bring a ship and you're not here to rescue us,
I mean,
what are you here for?
Brought a boat.
I said ship. Not
Oh.
And I
boat.
mean, we're kind of here to rescue them.
Well, we're looking for an artifact.
Ah, fascinating. I think that's one of the reasons we're here as well.
Have
we
you
already-
seen something?
We already did rescue you. Well, I guess that was in the past, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know that yet until we do
No,
it.
that was Shabaka just saying that to himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Keep your secrets. Wish you good luck with your mission as long as we get out of here.
Sure.
All right, so I'm gonna go look in this.
Alan does
room.
not like this guy, and she wants to move on.
I'm gonna
Go
look
over
in
here.
here.
Okay, which one first? Let's do one at a time.
I said first.
Shabaka, I guess.
Is it clear that that's what these guys are doing? So maybe Sasha can kind of step in as that diversion for the other guys to keep them in conversation while his compatriots loot or look through the place.
Not looting, dear lord.
Loot, I mean, look. Yeah.
Loot. I mean, look.
Holy crap! That's a whole bunch of
I
orcs.
wanna get the
In
Oh,
there
no.
we have there are 5 people dressed as sailors.
With man buns.
And
Oh,
the
are
sound
those-
of sizzling. Oh, that's not it.
They have man buns.
Okay, I'm gonna need to look at the map. 2.
And gritting teeth. Do they have dentures?
This room is plain yet inviting. 5 sailors lounge in cramped bunks and colorful hammocks strung from the ceiling. So there's lots of bunks in there and 5 people off duty.
Okay, I just say, anyone injured in here?
They kind of look around. Nope, no one injured.
All right, I'll move along to Fallon.
Yes, I'm going in this room.
Okay. The sound of sizzling and the smell of spices emanate from the galley. A tall orc woman in black leather armor works busily at the stove. A gold tattoo of a crescent moon surrounds her left eye.
It's got Sasha's attention. Food?
We are not taking the food, Sasha. Don't be so inconsiderate.
We can provide ration. Can you cook our rations and make them more palatable?
Sasha, stop
I've-
being so inconsiderate.
Sorry, the orc
I can
is
do
the
much
chef is
better
an
than
orc?
that. So what's that?
The chef's an orc?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Kaisera Duskstride, pleased to meet you. And I can do much better than rations. Believe it or not, around here there's an abundance of seafood, and I'm still not sick of it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
All right. Show me what you got.
Hold on,
Mm.
Sasha. Where's your
Yep.
first mate?
First mate, I presume he's in the stateroom downstairs. She looks. She answers the question, but when she does so, she kind of like looks at Ilren in like kind of a.
How is she looking
Approval?
at him?
For
He's in a different
approval?
room.
Pardon?
He's in a different room.
Okay, well, she looks out the door in the direction he was in.
Okay.
He's just giving her the nod. You know,
Mhm.
like, yeah.
Yes,
Give these guys the business.
Fallon kind
Yeah.
of narrows her eyes and goes, okay. And
He's
immediately starts walking away.
he's been acting strange lately.
Strange.
Who, the first mate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Fallon has already walked away.
Okay.
Okay, Shabaka
As soon
goes
as it was
in.
confirmed to her where this person is, she was like, all right, see ya.
Shabaka goes in and pulls out the. Is there like jugs in here, like or drinking mugs or anything?
Yes. Yep.
He grabs a few
Dishes.
of those and pulls out the alchemy jug and pours a few glasses of beer. He says, "Oh, tell me more," and passes the beer around.
Dangerous, he says. She like points back over her shoulder, and you can see on the other side of the room, concealed, are 5 casks under a cloth.
Mm.
Ooh.
But we probably don't want the sailors to be getting their hands on these with nothing else to do we?
Mm. I see.
No.
So I'll gladly share some share some brew with you, but like maybe keep that under wraps.
Chewbacca closes the door. Unless Sasha's gonna sneak in.
I thought Sasha was already in there trying to get food.
Yeah,
Right?
well, he's got some rations out. He's like,
Yeah, okay.
trying to get them converted to like really tasty rations. I guess.
Yeah, so she will literally pull like a frying fish out of a pan that's been cut in half and filleted, and it's got some kind of spice on it, and it smells really good. Shoves it onto a plate and says like, "Try that. I've been working on this recipe for 6 days.
Okay,
I think I've got
I'll
it
give
just
it a
about
shot.
where I want it."
Sasha's like, it's been a while since I've had a fine meal. Thank you. And fried,
No problem.
spiced fried fish. Hopefully it's good. It'll keep
It is.
You can keep
It
it
is
down.
quite good. Yep.
Chewbacca pauses a moment and remembers a previous time when he was offered a delicious food and thinks about that, shakes his head for a second, and then has some.
This is pretty damn tasty.
Thank you. I call it blackened salmon.
Oh.
Whoa, crazy. How original.
Thank you. Thank you. So are you here to rescue us? What brings you here?
Well, yeah, we came to see who was on this island of broken ships, or whatever you'd call it. I guess it looks like a body or something there. But yeah, and would have so it seems like there's some of you here that were on this ship, and then others that were came along later.
Yes, I was original crew, as were most of these sailors, and
Like everyone but Ilrin, basically.
no, Davros as well came from a different boat. He actually
I thought
his
Davros
boat was. Pardon?
said that him and the Giff
We're there from the beginning.
there from the beginning.
Oh, Davros was, yeah. Hold on. Let me just
I was like, wait a second.
verify some
One
details.
moment,
I
please.
suspect Ilrin and the two Giff were from another ship. Or from
No, the Giff were with Davros, and the Giff were together since the beginning, is what he said.
Yeah.
Mistaken on the part of Davros. Davros was not original. Davros did come here on a different boat. And, well, actually, so he swam up, because his boat was
Impressive.
waylaid by rip sharks. And they were ripping it apart, and he dove and somehow survived the swim.
Not the same ship as Ilrin, then.
Nope.
And Ilrin was also from a different ship than this, but not
Yeah.
the same one as Davros. Okay.
Yep.
And what about the two Giff? They were on this ship from the beginning?
They were on this ship.
They were on the ship.
Yes, because they talked about the captain.
And these sailors, are they all just human or something?
They're a variety, but it's not specified, and they all basically share the veteran stat block.
Okay. Just wondering if there was any more or spacefaring
named
races.
NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in that room.
What's the orc's name?
Oh, my name is
I am Chewbacca.
Kaisera.
Sasha. Kaisera, nice to meet you.
Kaisera Duskstride. Yes, I introduced myself when you came in.
Is this a female orc?
Yep.
I'm gonna roleplay a little bit of awkward eye contact with Chewbacca.
Is Shabaka into that? Because I
He
kind of
might-
love that for him.
He might be.
I
mean, she
love
cooks.
that for him, honestly.
She's a good cook.
She could probably fucking lift him over her shoulder too.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, unless he's in killer whale form.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you,
I love
you
what
like
we're learning
you
about
like the
Shabaka
fish, do you?
today.
Oh yeah, very good. You're an excellent cook.
Thank you.
No.
She like she like looks back to the pan and brushes the hair over her ear.
Oh. Chewbacca wouldn't know what that
Oh
meant.
my.
Oh
Well, I'm glad she's not going to get any hair in it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what are the other guys doing?
Yeah, so I think that you guys are about ready to leave the kitchen.
Well, Fallon, Ramses, and Cora, I believe, are gone.
Did you
So you
go on to the island?
No, we're going down to the next level
Oh, okay.
where they said that the first mate was.
Yeah, why don't you guys...
Or at least that's what Fallon's
that.
doing. I don't know what the others. are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so everyone try to stick together a bit here, so it'll
okay.
just like logistically
Sure.
it'll make it easier for me.
Yeah, sorry, Fallon was just not interested in that conversation.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay to go, just don't go to the next thing and then until everyone has a chance to leave. So yeah, you guys can
So, let's just say we
Follow?
eat, and Shabaka awkwardly tries to make himself seem cool. Failed, probably.
Ooh, you better change yourself into something else. No.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So is it true that you were a whale when you showed up here?
Yes, I
You got a whale of a good
often,
time.
change into amazing animals. Yes.
I love that in a man.
Oh, he turns red.
Can you tell under his fur?
His
No,
fur
probably
turns
not.
red. That's how red he is.
You can see it through the fur.
Oh boy.
Yep. Okay, so you guys wrap up that conversation.
Yeah, and then he rejoins the group, but says,
Oops.
Damn, bro, did you
yeah,
get her
maybe we
number?
can talk some more later.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on back for dinner. I think you'll
Oh.
like it. But then she kind of like her shoulders droop a bit, and she kind of looks down. It's seafood again.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, she says, smiling.
All right, so we head down to the next level.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay, down the
down
stairs.
here, I suppose?
Holy crap. Look at this. It's amazing.
Here we are.
Oh, sorry, Ramses. I meant to.
No.
Carefully
to grab
I'm
drawing
just
the
gonna-
map.
I'm
homunculus.
just gonna keep moving Sasha for.
Hold Ramses.
Yeah.
Well, Ramses, you're over here anyway. There.
I want to be down here.
Kidnapped you.
I want to be with all the cool kids.
And Chewbacca.
You're trying to be cool, man.
Yeah, I try.
Ramses can feel you trying to be cool. He'll have your
Might
back.
be worse. That actually is so mean.
Wow.
I mean, I can feel you trying to be cool.
You head down the stairs into a hallway, and the forward end of this hallway is buried in flesh. The stern end holds 2 doors and 2 stairways leading up. Another door on the port side bears a gilded plaque that reads Stateroom.
Oh, I go there.
Here.
This one?
That'd be the one up
That
here.
one?
And
That's exactly where
Yeah.
I was going.
and let's see.
That was where Fallon was told the guy would be. So that's where she goes straight away.
Davros has followed you down.
Fallon looks at him suspiciously.
Yes. Okay.
Davros is an elf, right? You said?
Yeah.
Not a dark elf, right?
Definitely not a dark elf.
I feel like that would have been mentioned.
Yeah.
As
Do you know anything
irrelevant.
about the first mate's condition? I'm talking to Davros, of course.
Yeah. A little something. He's locked himself in his quarters and refuses to communicate. I tried to talk to him one time, but he used some kind of magic to erect an impenetrable barrier around the room. And I couldn't get in.
Fallon tries the door.
Try room service. Maybe we have this fish.
The door is locked, and you hear a voice from inside. Go away! I don't want any. I told you I'm not hungry.
I don't
We
have
don't
food.
come bearing food.
Well, then go away anyway. I'm tired. I want to be left alone.
We're here to rescue everybody.
That's
Are you
great.
having-
Go rescue them.
Are you
I get
having
the feeling that
alone
he's ugly
time?
now.
Yes. Just it happens to be rather persistent and long-lived alone time.
How long has he not eaten? Asked Davros.
We haven't been able to give him food in a while. I don't know what he might have available to him inside, or if he has
Can we see in
anything to help him.
Fallon wants to
No.
break the door down. Is anyone going to stop her?
there? Nope.
Wait, all right, so shit.
Fallon doesn't have patience for this.
So I imagine this is from Sasha's perspective. This shows up as her just shouldering her way into the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen her
Yeah.
break down quite a few doors at this point. I
Right.
feel like you'd probably notice the signs.
Yeah, so Sasha's gonna like shit. All right, that's the way it's gonna
I
go.
mean, you can stop her. I asked if anyone was going to.
I
Nope.
wonder if we can distract him.
Not me.
But okay, perhaps the time is of the essence.
I doubt we're going to be able to talk our way into this. So, well, Fallon definitely can't, but
Yeah.
All right.
athletics,
So-
A
I'm
lot of us
assuming?
aren't really good at talking our way in.
So you don't get to roll athletics because as you get close to it, you don't actually make contact with the door. You come
Yeah,
into
I
contact
figured.
with a force that is just outside the door,
Yeah, I figured.
and you cannot pass through it, and you kind of go
So
thump against it and then fall back onto the floor.
I get the feeling he might have something useful in there.
does
Not to
anyone
you. Go
think
away.
maybe turn off magic.
Yeah, I think this is
What was
a
the
job
first
for
mate's name?
Shabaka. I walk up and still trying to look cool, and cast a spell magic on it.
Sasha's gonna go ahead and cast Bless at this point in time.
Okay.
And let's see, who are we covering with Bless? Sasha's gonna cover everybody but himself. Let's see here.
Fallon
well-
did not appreciate the door. Not
Oh,
so she's kind of pissed.
He has to cover 4 people.
I love it.
Yeah, he can cover 4 people. So it's gonna be Fallon, Shabaka. Yeah, it's gonna be everybody else in the group but himself.
Okay.
Yep.
You are blessed. And then are you casting Dispel Magic,
Yes.
Shabaka? Okay. Then you're going to have to roll an Arcana.
Okay. Hopefully I don't roll a 1.
Go.
Just breath.
Or maybe.
Has Fallon's shoulder her way through the door.
I got a 2.
Okay. That does not dispel a spell of this level. Or a magical effect of this level.
I don't think
You
that
rolled
would
a
dispel any
2?
spell.
Okay, so you literally went, hopefully I don't roll a 1 and then roll a
Roll a
fucking
1,
1. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you don't need to roll to dispel a 3rd level or below spell,
So it's
as I
higher.
understand it. It's only if it's higher than that.
Yeah, if you
In
have
which case you can do that without a roll as well if you know
what level
what-
it is.
what level it is and expend a spell slot of that level.
Do I recognize this spell?
Roll
assume-
Arcana again.
I assume if it was on a druid spell list, it would be known.
You don't know anything on the druid spell list that would give you like nature or religion roll for
Okay.
it. This is you roll Arcana on this, and I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I
This
think
time
I
it
know
was
what
a
it is.
5.
Right.
No, you're
I know
getting
what
up
this
there.
is.
10 more rolls and you'll be in double digits.
May I roll as well?
Sure. This is just to identify. Yep.
Yes.
Raza would have a much better chance than I do.
A 13, but I have a decent guess out of character.
I'll give you like a boost if you've out of character guessed correctly.
Force cage, like a wall of force.
Effectively.
Yeah.
It's not the right size though, but
It's not a square, is it?
it might be.
Force cage is 7th level. Wall of force is longer.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Sasha have a cube of force? No, not Sasha. Helen has a cube of force.
And the only you can teleport in, but it might not work, and that's out of character. And I don't think Cora would try, because ow. Second.
Oh,
So what does Cora know?
That's out of character. That's my guess.
You
That
have
it is some
suggested
sort
that a
of
cube of force is in play,
cube of force. Yes.
or the spell wall of force, or
Yes.
Got an awful
Yeah.
idea. Oh wait a minute.
With
well,
a
I have
13
a way of
Arcana,
knowing.
can Cora guess that as well?
what was that?
With a 13 Arcana, can Cora guess that as well?
You can vaguely think of force as at play, but no more specific than that. No cage, no wall, no cube. It's like
So she wouldn't know.
you don't know which
spell
of
level
those things it could be.
Have the
it.
understanding that this is some sort of force field. Perhaps do you have a magic item or hey, Davros as well? Do you know if this person has a high-level spell they could cast? A lot of energy goes into something like this. It must hurt to keep it so constant.
Let me see. He is quite an adept spellcaster. But I haven't seen him cast anything force-like before.
Valen, I have a solution for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Fallon has
upstairs.
gone. By the way,
and
sorry.
break the
Fallon has gone
ceiling.
around to this side and is examining the side of the wall to see
Yeah.
if she can
I'm,
break through it.
I'm gonna
Go
cast.
upstairs
Ceiling?
and break the ceiling.
I'm gonna cast
Okay.
scrying.
Literally, no question asked. Fallon will go upstairs and do that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast scrying and see in there.
You gotta know something about the guy. Probably more than just his name.
You can't even just. Be
I guess
in
you
the
can
same...
hear him.
I don't know. Look that up.
There's
Alan,
more
I
to
think we-
scrying than that.
Scrying says, you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows
so
you're
you've
casting a
got
spell, it can fail the save voluntarily if it wants to be observed.
so it's going to be their wisdom save is
So-
going to be like 11.
So I have second-hand knowledge if I have heard of the target. First-hand,
Yeah,
if you have
that gives
met,
you a plus
if
5.
you have met the target, which technically I have.
Not really.
No, I'm
I
not
would
going to give
not
you Matt
count
the
that.
target.
I would think it would
Comes
be
Valid.
that
your
same
wall.
bonus though if you're just right there, like within 10 feet of it.
Well, I mean, you don't know him though.
Exactly.
I can also scry on an area.
That might work.
Says particular creature.
I have
Oh,
a
it
crazy.
only says creature. Okay.
I have a crazy idea. What about Zone of Truth?
Well, Fallon's about to fucking
Fallon,
beat himself
you-
through the floor, guys.
Yeah.
So
You do
Alan, that's the
break
wrong part, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Move the ship.
Oh, you can choose a location that you have seen before as a target, but if you, you can't do it if you can't see it. So
So,
Oh, well.
real
I won't
quick
do that then.
question. Real quick question. Have we had a chance since the battle with the Rip Sharks to have a short or long rest?
If
No.
you weren't rowing in the boat and were in the boat, then you could have a short rest.
Well, we also
Well,
sat
who's
and ate a
riding
meal,
on?
so we probably spent 10 minutes doing that. Right?
All right.
Doing
well,
which, sorry?
Eating a meal with the cook?
Oh
And
yeah,
having a
probably might not have been fully 10 minutes actually, but because it was like a casual sit-down meal thing, I'll give you that.
Cool.
I think that works as a rest.
It's a short rest, so not a long.
Fallon, you easily cracked the boards on top of this.
I was gonna
The
say they're
structural
probably
integrity.
splintering and shit.
Yeah, it's not great. There is a problem though, which is that the force thing does seem to be cubical.
Can I
in
see
that
him?
But we
it
can
has
see, though.
You can see him. Yep. And he's like,
so-
ah, and he looks up at you, and you
And
can see
jackass.
there's a moment of panic, but then he realizes that the cube, his ceiling will still keep you out, but you can see him.
Does he have a rod?
A rod? No.
Good afternoon.
Ah, hello.
Are you
What are
ill?
you doing here?
We're looking. She's looking down at
Yeah.
him. Does he look sick?
Yeah,
He
what's up?
just looking
looks.
freaked.
He looks.
Is he a Gith or
He is a tiefling with
Tiefling?
purple skin. The stateroom is simple but elegant. The warm light of the wall sconces bathes the mahogany bookshelves and crimson bedsheets. Sitting on the edge of the bed is a purple-skinned tiefling. He stares blankly at the wall, but his posture is as tense as a wound spring.
I get the
Can we
feeling
see
that
the
he's
room?
nervous, Fallon.
Are you okay, my friend?
Yeah, I got that.
I just want to be left alone.
Can we see
Says
in the
what
room?
eyes
you want,
shifting
but-
around.
You look like you could use some help.
Nope. Got everything under control.
Yeah.
You can head out now.
Jesse, can
Yo.
we see the room?
No, sorry, can't happen.
Oh
You
man.
can see it.
You can?
Like on the map, uncover it.
That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to ask
okay.
you.
That's my bad. Yep.
Oh, okay.
No.
You were like, you can see it. I was like, I can't though.
You really can't.
Sorry, bro. Not
Boom,
happening.
there we are.
There you go. Yeah.
That is
and-
pretty.
Wow, this is another thing I've never seen before.
Figaro.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Bane? The hell?
Yeah, let me see what he is there.
He looks like a lich.
He looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his
Oh,
eyes
He's
are
a
swollen.
mage.
Grab the-
It's a mage stat block. rather than a tiefling stat block. I wish you could change the icons more easily here, but
He definitely looks like
purple
the
skin
Shay.
Okay, so that's
the
like
Shay
not
evil
the
people.
so real quick,
Yeah.
that's not the vibe of what he looks like, right?
no,
Yeah,
it is not.
Okay, it's just the
Purple
stat
skin
block
tiefling.
image.
Yeah.
Christ, that fucking I was like, ugh.
Looks like the Red Wizards of Thay.
He's popping up in Discord in just a moment.
Okay. Yeah, that feels right. That feels more right.
Yeah.
Is he holding a book?
Is this from the adventure? Because he doesn't even have purple skin there.
He does.
He does.
The lighting. It's
Sort
just
of
the lighting.
reddish. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's the lighting. His tail looks more purple. Like if you look at his tail versus
Oh,
his
yeah.
face,
I see.
it's just the light. It makes his skin look more of a like pinky red.
Now that pose has me wonder
Color.
how tieflings go to the bathroom.
What? Why?
Because his tail's not raised. I got 2 puppies, so like.
He's
Yeah,
obviously not going to the bathroom
at this point. He does not have a book in his hands.
Okay.
I find myself baffled. You seem nervous, and you're keeping everyone out. You're sustaining yourself on your own magic. What are you so afraid of?
Nervous. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. I'm not nervous. I'm perfectly normal. I'm not stressed or worried or anything of the sort.
Fucked up, dude.
You want some of this fish? It's pretty good.
Fish does sound nice.
Here.
Listen, man, we're not gonna fucking hurt you or anything. Just let us in.
So the fish passes through,
Yeah.
but your hand doesn't.
What?
Oh, weird. That's a neat trick.
I want that spell.
Right. Are you unable to leave?
I'm not a prisoner. I just want to be here.
Why?
Do you need alone time?
All these questions, he says, and he starts rubbing his temples.
Have you been here for 3 weeks?
It's been 1 week.
1 week.
Give or take. And Davros says,
Why?
That's not quite right. He was fine for probably the first day after we were here.
Did he touch
Then
anything
after
he
that-
shouldn't have?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm wondering if he perhaps found something in this corpse.
Sorry, did you say he was fine until after you showed up?
Yes, yeah, me and Ilwyn.
And did you guys show up at the same time?
Not quite. But within the first day.
Did you show up before Ilwyn? Just trying to understand.
Oh, great question. No. No, I showed up after him.
Why though? Like, what's the point of this?
To Figaro, the first officer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? He's like, I'm not nervous. Why then?
I just like to be alone. And Davros shakes his head.
Why?
You can see him. This is a hard DC, but make an Arcana roll.
Me?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Oh,
You
shoot,
don't-
not both of us. Okay.
Well, wait. Cora is also standing near me.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
right
yeah,
next
you
to
can
her.
both roll it then.
Because I have a -1. I'm not making.
Well, you
this
can't
easy.
succeed then. So yeah, a natural
I got a
20 would do
Fine,
it
I
for you.
didn't.
I got a 19. Yeah.
19.
hmm
Yeah, there's something off here, but you're not sure what.
Well, yeah.
But more importantly, something magical.
I get the feeling. Okay. I cannot use some of my spells, otherwise if it goes wrong. Okay,
Can, can we potentially ask you just a couple questions and then we'll leave you alone?
Moment's hesitation. Yeah, okay.
So we're under the impression, and you could tell us if we're right or wrong, that the lambent zenith crashed into Glaucus, and that's how the ship broke apart into different sections. Is that right?
Yep.
We're looking for an artifact that we think Glaucus might have had. Curious
I
if
knew
you.
it. I knew it.
seen
You're after the rod.
Yes. Actually, yes. That was easier than I thought.
Oh,
Do I
well,
see
I'm not
anything in
helping
the-
you get it.
Well,
Why
can
not?
I offer you this? If you can help us get it, then I will take all of these other disturbing people away from here and leave you in your peace. I promise you this.
Roll a ridiculously hard persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh, you have a -1?
oh yeah.
What happens if I were to cast Zone of Truth?
you can't, I don't
Real
think.
quick. Do
You
I
don't get the
see-
impression that he's lied to you yet, so it might
Do
not
I
be.
Well, he did say he was not nervous, and there's no way
Oh,
that's
that's true. He totally lied about that.
20.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I can't believe you hit 20, dude.
Damn.
Do I see anything rod like anything that looks like the other piece of the rod we found in his room at all?
He hid
No.
it in his bosom.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing-
bosoms.
Nothing
What?
of the sort
Just
here.
like right between his boobs,
Yes, so ample.
It would be moobs.
his ample bosom.
Oh, sorry.
But you do see a cube. He's got it in his hand.
And just
Oh,
just
yeah.
to confirm, the ridiculously hard was higher than 20.
It was, but I'm gonna give you something for 20 because that is a good
Oh.
roll.
I'm impressed you reached 20. You hit 20.
I was
Yeah.
impressed too. I'm like, what the heck?
Because you read 2 digits.
Okay. Yeah. He says, "Nope, I still don't trust you. I trust Kaisera, I trust the captain, but I don't trust you."
How about if I give you fish?
Wait, hold on. Sorry. He trusts Kaisera? Why don't we just ask her to come down and
Sorry, Kaisera and the captain?
Yes.
The original captain
Well-
he's referring to.
That's fine.
Well, yeah. But I mean, Kaisera's here.
Kaisera's here? Who's Kaisera?
Yeah, she's the orc
She's the
lady.
cook.
Oh, I didn't write down her name.
I bet that he could
It's on the
taste
screen.
her cooking.
It's on the screen. I'm looking at. Oh, I don't have Twitch open.
Shabaka says,
Map. The
should,
map.
Should
should
be on
we
the
go
map.
get
It's on the
Kaisera?
map, dude.
Should we go get
Oh,
Kaisera?
Sorry, I'm zoomed in a
Shabaka
different
says.
location. Oh, Kaisera. There we go.
Also, at the very least, did he introduce himself?
No, he did not.
Sir, I'm sure you could recognize the taste of that fish to know it did come from Kaisera.
You could have killed her and stolen her fish.
It's warm.
How about
I
How about
would
we
never,
bring her
says
here?
Chewbacca.
It would have to have been recently then.
I thought you just said Chewbacca.
Kaisera dear, can you
Chewbacca.
come out here?
Okay, Kaisera comes downstairs.
No, she just needs to poke her
Let's
head
come to the
above,
hole.
right where the hole
Right,
is.
yeah. Peeks
Yeah,
down,
remember
it's like,
we're on the top floor looking down into their fucking room.
Because
Like we're looking
Sasha,
at a fucking ant.
Sasha, Chewbacca, and Ramses can't see him, but Fallon
No.
and Cora can.
Yeah,
So
we're just
Cora
talking.
just has
We
Kaisera
are
look
quite
down at
literally
him.
staring at him like he's in a fucking frog in a terrarium. We're just like,
yeah, hi, Figaro. Sir, how are you? Like, I've been
"Yeah,
better.
great."
Good to see you. He kind of like shrugs. I'm glad you're well.
This got so awkward.
Kaisera is like, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. He said he trusts you.
At the very least, he can be confirmed that you are alive and we didn't kill you in the last 5 minutes so we could have a warm fish.
Yes,
that is fucking
Figaro,
weird.
I'm alive. Like, and you made the fish? Yes, I made the fish.
maybe she can make you some more fish as well, because you probably haven't eaten.
Just drop it through the ceiling.
You're looking a little peaked.
Yeah, the fish falls down, lands on his bed with an oily splat.
God, I hope the bed wasn't the oily part.
Oh man, doing those linens.
It's been a week. He hasn't bathed.
Probably the fish, but
I was
point
going for the
taken.
fish, but yeah, open to interpretation.
Gross.
But
It's been a couple weeks, man.
Figaro, so, did you mention his name, Kaisera?
Yes, she did.
She did.
Figaro, yeah.
Figaro.
Figaro, at the very least, we are planning to rescue the others. We'll see about your captain and come back. After that, could you be of aid?
Let me check something.
Yeah, we'll be fucking back for this guy, but
His little, we'll put his modesty barrier of shard of wood back.
nah, I say we leave it open.
Animal cage.
Use mending, fix it. No.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Nah. Now they have a way to feed him.
Yeah, that's true.
If you do, keep your eyes open for Sirit.
Who is Sirit?
What does that
Is
mean?
that a person or a creature?
Person, priest. She left here trying to reach the other sections and
Oh, the halfling. Yeah, she was
didn't
mentioned.
return.
Oh, we heard about that.
Halfling. Wait, what?
Yeah, one
Halfling
she tried
priest?
to navigate her way over,
Uh,
and hasn't been seen from since.
Very well. That we can do.
We were planning on doing pretty much that anyway.
If you did
Cora,
Priest.
hear from her and maybe even return her healthily, that would go a long way.
What? Sorry, what was her name?
Sirit. Cirit.
Thank you.
Cora is going to try casting message to him, Figaro.
Okay.
Will it go through before I continue?
I mean, as long as the spell would allow you to do a stranger that you can see, then yes. or the very least, you have no reason to believe no,
Okay.
given information you've been told so far.
So, based on this, she does say in a small message, and he can't. He can respond to her, and only she can hear it. And she's going to ask, "Have you met Ilrin? What is your opinion?"
Ooh.
Ilrin? I don't remember.
Really?
Okay, only Cora heard that, but I don't like that.
Mm-mm-mm.
So then, again, casting, "You've never met an Ilrin."
If they're on the ship, I'm sure I would have. They can't be here then.
Very well. Thank you. And so she's just gonna shuffle back. She has no clue what that means, but she doesn't like it.
No,
That
it's
is the
bad.
one point you're gonna need on your Arcana roll to bump it from a 19 to a 20. And with a 20 on that, you can see his somewhat blank expression and glassy
Mind
gaze
Mind
as a telltale
blank.
sign of memory tampering magic.
Yeah,
Ooh.
mind blank or memory modify memory. I am assuming, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I fucking knew that guy was trouble. Because he said that although that guy, he also said he thinks that that his ship was here looking for an item, which was a weird way of putting that. Like, you don't know, my man? Not Figaro, this was Ilrin. Ilrin
Here's
said
the
that.
thing. I have two guesses with this. So he started acting out one day after is what we were told, and that was by Dabarus, at the very least. Dabarus or Dabarus. And that may not be true. He could be covering for Ilrin, or maybe he has been told other things at this point. It also has mind memory. Two things. It could be Ilrin, or it could be the fucking goddess dead body.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Ilrin's a bad vibe, though, at the same time.
Or it could be Davros. Even though he seems friendly, he does follow us around.
Well, yes.
That's true.
Either way.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
concerned for Figaro. We only met
Yeah, sorry.
the one day, but his dramatic change in behavior.
Yeah, we're just talking in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of I thought a little out of character since we were all spread out, but
Fair.
We're just yelling
good,
through
either
the
way.
floor at each other.
Hey, this guy's
What-
not trustworthy. Ah!
what's in these other rooms, Davros?
Storage and which would be on the south side. And 7 and 6. And more crew quarters. You can see them if
Hold
you
on.
care to.
Sure.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Don't
There's
mind.
11 people on here.
It's right there.
There are
Oops.
9.
There are 11 if you count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7,
6,
8. And how many in the room? 9. Oh,
8.
You're not counting us, though, right?
No, I'm not. There's 2
No,
gifts
there's
that are
9
not
because
on the map.
9.
License.
Oh,
Astra.
that'd be 10. Okay, where did I go wrong
11.
here?
8.
There's
9,
5 in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
6,
6, 7,
7,
8,
Eight.
9.
9, 10,
And then
11.
Oh, yeah,
Giff
okay.
Yankee.
11.
Okay,
Let's
there's
assume they
11
said
now.
11 earlier. That was not intended as
They
a
just forgot to
deception.
count themselves.
Yep.
I've done that.
You
9
can't count
other.
him. He's crazy. You can't have the other one. He's a hippopotamus.
Cora
Oh, God,
definitely
him when he's
Like
a
is
guard.
person or human, we
baffled.
said survivors.
Yeah, Cora is definitely baffled by the hippopotamus person, given A, she's never seen a hippopotamus, and B,
Those are big
has
numbers.
never met a Giff before.
We've also
So-
never stood on the body of a god. So,
That's
Yeah.
so Cora is feeling very out of touch, but she's not like Sasha and is gonna say it to his face.
The thing about Fallon is that
Oh,
she
oh,
definitely
oh.
has never seen one of these guys before, but
Mhm.
she also doesn't care enough to think about.
And also,
Yeah, this is a
Shabaka's never
strange
flirted
group.
with a woman before.
Yes, I'm much more caught up on that. No, Fallon's
That's
just like,
probably the
I got bigger
biggest
things
thing.
to think about than this fucking weirdo. Like,
Yep. So, what do we have on the docket here to solve anything here? We've got
Is there
Davros,
is
we've got Ilrin,
anything? Oh,
Kaisera,
yeah.
Figaro, and the 2 Giff Yankee on deck.
Yeah.
can I
And
make
5
an insight check on Davros?
Sure, what are you looking for?
What are
more
his vibes?
specifically?
Like, does he actually seem like he's concerned about the first mate, or does he seem like he's up to nefarious no good?
Okay.
Hey, there's no way I'm gonna roll high enough to get this, but let me see. I have a +5, so I could roll. Okay, that's a 9. That's a 21. Don't worry
Sweet.
about the math that I just almost did.
Yeah, there's something going on with him. He's sad about something is probably what you feel from him the most. Sense
But
of
he did
loss.
say, yeah, he did say he was worried about Figaro.
Yeah, but something else. Like something longer. Like he didn't know Figaro for long. He is worried about
Maybe like
Figaro.
the fact that he's the only survivor of whatever fucking ship he was on, dude.
Something along those lines, yeah. Are you gonna ask him about it?
Yeah,
Or let him
Fallon just goes, "You good?"
he like rubs his hand across his forehead. Honestly, it's been difficult this last while. When my boat was sunk, I escaped with 2 out of the 3 crew members I was most close with. One of them, we were swimming for the rowboat. She didn't make it. But my dog, Iska, was in with me, and I thought we were going to be free. And the boat is freaking indestructible. It was reinforced with the roots of a tree. And when we were attacked, the boat capsized. Iska was in the water. I was in the water. I swam for the life of me, and when I turned back, it must have slipped beneath the waves. I couldn't see anything from it, and now I'm the last from my ship. Now I see this situation. He gestures towards Figaro, and I don't know what to do here, but it just reminds me of everything I've lost. It's clear that something is happening. Damned if I can do anything about it.
Fallon looks deeply uncomfortable with the amount of emotion being shared.
Right?
She's just
I was
like,
hoping you were going to say yes.
"Wow, man, that sucks." Fallon maybe
TMI,
goes,
dude. TMI.
That's rough, buddy.
Did we not see? You said a boat reinforced by the roots of a tree?
Yes, it was the ship's most secure escape vessel.
How large would you approximate that? Perhaps across or about the same size as a normal ship, or?
A bit smaller, but it was large. It had 2 stories even.
Did we not see a tree in the middle of the flesh body?
Yep. Right there.
His eyes kind of like perk up a bit.
There may be hope yet.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'd given up hope. If there's anything you can do, well, I would do anything in return.
Who said
I'll
that?
keep that in mind, but of course, the lives come first. We need to go see
Of course.
about any survivors in the first place.
Well, you should
And
be aware that there are problems here with movement magic, portals and teleporters and things. They don't go where they're expected.
right. Are you saying
maybe
that if I
flight.
were to cast a spell that would move myself through space, I would be in a random else location?
Close by, but yes, most experiments with that have gone poorly.
Who do
Hmm.
you know that can cast those spells, and how do you know that?
Figaro, unfortunately.
I see.
Is this Dara saying all this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you saw this 6 days ago that he attempted to cast a spell and became addled, or?
hmm He just ended up below decks, actually, in the brig, and he couldn't escape.
In the
We had
brig.
to break through the floor in the storage room because the stairs down to the brig are missing. They're embedded somewhere in there. He says, gesturing to the wall of flesh.
So standing in the, I happen to be down at the storage room. Do I see the hole he came up in?
Did he
Roll
act-
perception or investigation.
Did he accidentally eat part of a god?
Oof,
think so.
lucky.
Well, that's a
17.
wild statement.
17. Okay, yes. You see there are boards in the corner of the room that have been pried up and broken. Much the way the boards on the deck have been.
I peer
would've
down
thought?
and see if it's a portal that looks back onto Figaro. No.
Yeah. No, but what you do see is below you see a room to another level of the ship that you can't get to any other way.
Oh. What is, duck my head down? What's in the room?
This is just the hallway that you can see right here. You see a door that leads out into more hall.
Might as well check it out while we're here.
Okay.
Is there a map? If I drop
Yep.
down there? Whoops.
Oh, isn't these stairs going up?
She's
Shabak, you
fine.
coming with
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
Who all's going down?
I will. I was just watching them in that tiny space and waiting for
Right.
a second.
So,
Waiting for
Yeah,
room.
Fallon,
Time to
Fallon
think.
will also be coming down. She just was.
how much time do you think has transpired in game since casting the bless spell?
Way too
More
long.
than
More than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
lot
also
of
a 1 minute
conversation.
spell.
So
So
without
Um,
spells, by the way, but
Yep.
As you guys are, as Shabaka and Ramses are crawling down this thing, Shabaka says, "Hey,
What's
Did
up,
you-
Shabaka?
did you think Kaisira likes me?"
You know
I
what?
do think
I think she
could.
does.
Oh, interesting. What should I do?
Nothing, hopefully.
just
Don't
talk to
say
her
it.
if you like her.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say just be yourself.
No, no.
No, don't do that.
No,
that won't,
don't
that
do
won't
that.
work in this case.
Vodka. Oh,
Just be you, but dude. Just be you. Talk.
right. I wouldn't. Speaking realistically, she's dead when we're back, so
What? What do you mean?
what
Time difference, my
what
friend.
year is it, Shabaka?
Oh. Oh. He puts his hand
I'm
over his
mean-
sure
face.
you can find another woman very cute.
He puts over his hand
Another
over his face.
I mean,
But
if it
that-
helps, it doesn't mean you can't hook up.
Right.
You can
Ship
become
back
your
on
own
the edge of
grandfather,
forever.
bro.
An orc and a bugbear. I don't know.
But that doesn't mean you can't appreciate what's here. If you like her, you might as well talk.
Exactly. There's no reason that Chewbacca shouldn't be able to just talk to her. Share the joy of a moment.
Fallon and Cora. There's no reason you can't appreciate her. There's no reason you can't fuck.
Right?
It's better to have done and then to remember
is.
than Fallon. Than to
And
have
with
not
that, you reach
regret
the,
it.
you reach the bottom floor, and I will reveal.
Then who would
And
not
also-
do it and regret it? And she says, staring pointedly at Fallon.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
It feels like there's something more going on in this conversation. Yeah.
Right?
Davros is
He,
just
he
like,
rolls
what the
insight.
fuck?
He rolls insight right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Davros is like, whoa, there's some stuff going on here.
9. Small cells with iron bars lie at both sides of the center hallway. You hear muffled cries for help from one of the cells.
What?
Look in.
What?
There is a halfling priest bound and gagged in a cell here.
I don't like that.
Oh my
I
god!
bet
I break
that
this.
spirit-
Can I break
Who-
it?
Civet?
Can I break into the cell?
Who told
Sure.
us? Who told us that the halfling had left the ship?
Multiple people.
Like three or four people.
But which ones? Davros say that?
Figaro did.
Figaro-
Lesan and Zastra did.
And Ilrin?
Is that it? I thought that Kaysera or Ilrin had as well, but
I don't remember if they did. I just remember. I'm pretty sure Lesan and Zastra did, and Figaro just did.
yes, that I know. Figaro, I remember.
As you're discussing this, she like holds her hands out and is like,
Well, we're not really discussing.
Well,
Fallon's not discussing anything.
Fallon's
She's
open
breaking
the
I
door.
was
open
just
that
trying to
cell.
remember what happened.
roll
Cora starts
athletics to
backing
break
up
down the
the
door.
stairs. Cora starts
Yeah,
backing up
like
the
Fallon
stairs.
is breaking down this door. Absolutely no hesitation.
There are
Just
no
to break
stairs
this.
here.
That's
This
a
is like
25.
an
No.
improvised hole. So yeah, 25.
that's a
Wow, that's
25.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, Fallon just fucking,
single
like,
smash with
bonks
the butt
it
of the
open.
sword, and the lock on the cell opens, and you can untie her.
Yeah, I do that. Obviously.
Okay.
Fallon sees prison doors and she sees red, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I love breaking open a prison door.
Yeah, so you remove her gag, and she's like, oh, thank you. I did not know what evil fate was going to meet me down here.
How did you get down here?
Who
What's
put you
happened?
here?
Ilvin, he
Fucking
put me
knew
here
it.
when I learned the truth.
What's the truth?
I saw him. He's not a Giff. He's some thing, she says with her hands up kind of high.
The
Big
way
and
Fallon is like
lizardy.
already turning around to go climb out and fight him.
He's a
Illithid?
I know what it's called. He's a death slod.
Oh, dang.
Jeez.
What?
That's a demon.
Death Slod.
I don't know that much about them, but I do know that, well, he kept me alive for some reason, and I sure am glad I never figured out what it was.
Oh, she's pretty.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, she is pretty. Great. We should go kill him then.
And soon she's going to be a Strahd. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill her too.
What?
Why?
Because they lay
Why?
eggs in people.
Can we not do anything about that?
No clue.
There's something.
And also, neither of you would know this.
No,
in
I don't
That's
know.
what I was.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, Cora has no clue either. But my brain went ew.
I mean,
But
I
also, she's
suppose
really pretty, guys. She's so
She is really
pretty.
She's so pretty.
someone could make I would assume like some kind of Arcana check or something for that, Jess, or would that be something that wouldn't be common enough knowledge?
Cora wouldn't have no
Yeah,
clue. Wrong
there would be-
area.
There'd be something. Go ahead and
The
make
only
a.
person I could see knowing this is Ramses.
I was gonna
Or
say
Cora.
medicine or Arcana.
Let me see here.
I could see
That-
Cora having read it in a book, to be fair.
They
no.
are aberrations. Does anybody have anything to do
Oh, I
with
thought
that?
Slad were demonic.
Also, Strahd kind of
Well-
give me amphibian vibes, and Cora Doopy from Desert.
No, I meant I could see Cora having read it, and like we've been hanging out at Mordekainen's place and everything.
That's true.
She do be reading.
She do be.
And you like the books with the weird shit in it, so
I do
That's
like the
true.
works of the weird shit in it. You are right.
She do like the books
this
with the
does
weird shit in it.
classify as
This
weird.
does.
Yeah, okay. Give me a okay.
Yeah, Ramses and Cora are the only two that could possibly know
Ramses.
this.
Nat 20, baby.
Holy shit, Cora knows what this fucking is.
Cora read a
Exactly.
weird ass book. She went, weird amphibians and how they lay their
This-
eggs. And she went,
This
I
is
am
some fucked up
interested.
shit. I gotta read this book.
Mhm.
This is some
Y'all gotta
fucking
check
shit.
this shit out. It's crazy.
You let's see.
And she's the one who has the information from Garo about his memory too, and the Force. So she might be able
Look
to
at you
put this
being all
together.
useful.
And he has
You
no clue about Ilran. He's never met him.
the Chaos Phage should leave marks down her spine if she's already been infected. And that's how Slide reproduce.
Okay. Cora has climbed up because she was worried that something would come pop out at us after finding her. So she's been like, peeking her head out, and she's hearing you guys like talk about this, and she pops her head back down, like her hair is like hanging down in the hole, and she's like, "Excuse me, then. Do you have any memory of perhaps why you may be useful? Because otherwise I might need to check you for an infection."
Oh, I know he wanted to turn me into someone, but he hasn't done it. I'm fine.
Would he have done it to Figaro?
I don't believe he was capable of doing it at all, or he would have done it to me. Figaro
must
came
have.
down here once, almost a week ago. He saw me, and he wanted to know what had gone on, and he left here, and I haven't seen him since.
He has since
Yeah,
lost his
yeah, you
memory.
meant to
I'm
break
sure
down.
he tried to confront Ilran.
Ah. That would actually make me feel a lot better. I thought he abandoned me here.
No, he
he
actually said there's two people he trusts. Oh no,
No,
that's
she wasn't
Skyfara
one of
and
them.
the captain.
She
but
wasn't.
he also
She wasn't one of them.
But,
no, but
But he
also
did say that
said-
if we found her, he would
after her.
appreciate that very much.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
bringing you back safely was something that was very concerning to him.
Well, good.
So do we have to check her for infection, or are we good to go kill that guy?
I would like to take your word for it, but I'm not going to. May I
Oh,
check?
of course. What do you got to do?
I'm going to check your spine.
Okay. Sure, she says.
God, in that
but
outfit, she's gonna have
men-
to strip.
Yeah.
Then it's out.
It's got a zipper on the
It's
back.
going to take a little work, but yeah.
She says men get out. Fallon knows she does not count, but is still going to get out because she
Well-
is itching to go kill that guy, so she can't stay down there anymore.
I can cast restoration if that would help. Greater.
Well,
Let
me check first. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shabak.
Get out of that room.
All right.
Move your
John yells
tokens
at
out.
all three of them. Get out.
Here.
And so, yes, she appears, like, when the examination is complete, her spine appears clean. There's no marks on it of any kind.
Her spine appears clean is such a wild statement. I'm like, sorry, her spine what?
Some people care about a clean spine. What can I say?
Yeah, apparently.
I just don't
Okay.
want to go through the spine car wash.
You are not ill. You are completely correct. Nothing has taken form or is affecting you currently. However, I would suspect, unless you are able to fight, you should stay down here and out of sight until it's over. A death slot is nasty business.
Yo, do you think
Fair
you can
enough
drop
with
her off
me.
with Figaro?
Do you think she would be able to fall through? No, they would be able to see her. Elren would probably be able to see dropping her in.
Although she,
No, but he might let her in.
Figaro might let her in the door, just not anybody
That's
else.
what I said. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Cora, I guess.
Is Davros still up right where he is?
No, he'll be looking down on you, actually. He'll be, like, where the Ramses mini is.
That's where Ramses is.
Oh,
Well,
he'll
we
be
climbed up.
beside there.
My space.
At my
I'm
space.
in no.
Yeah, because we've now climbed out of there. Ramses and Fallon, at least.
Okay.
So he can't see what's
Is-
in that room.
Davros is a
And
dude,
Fallon
yeah?
looks about ready to kill something.
Oh, yeah.
He
Priest.
does not need to.
have to reveal
Does not need to make an insight check on that.
No.
No. Yeah, Davros gets out of your way. Absolutely. In, like, with a very serious, like, whoa type expression in his face.
And so she nods towards, I keep forgetting her name. Sivret? Sivit?
Sirit?
Sirit?
Priest?
Yeah.
I kept saying civet like the animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Sirit.
As soon as you said it, I couldn't think of anything else.
Sirit. So she looks at Sirit, she nods, and she has, of course, said to stay out of the way unless she would like to be collateral. So she begins to climb out.
Okay. You guys
And she
are
probably bonk.
out on Figaro's floor. Shabaka and Sasha can go ahead and move up. What's the plan from here?
Kill him.
Head upstairs.
Before that, I'd like to say something to Figaro.
Okay.
So,
Are you using message or?
yes,
Yeah.
but I have to see him. So, because I'm assuming I'm
All up
not
on the top
a good
deck.
friend.
Fallon will follow Cora up and just
Well, it
look
says-
like.
I can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. I'm not sure if I would consider us familiar, but I've seen and talked to him.
You've
Yeah,
seen and talk to him and use message.
Yeah,
But
so
before
I
I
wouldn't
was
do it. I
above.
wouldn't do it from necessarily seen and talked to, but because you've successfully cast message by sight before, I would allow it.
So before Cora goes up, she casts message through the wall, informing him, "We have found her. She was not away from the ship. She was below deck. We are here to confront the person I mentioned earlier, Ilren."
Okay, let's see. I think that sounds too convenient to him. I think he's suspicious and like, oh, of course you've got her, and she just happened to be right here. How convenient.
Exactly, how convenient. Also, how convenient is your spotty memory?
I mean,
Very
good
inconvenient.
point.
Thank you very much.
For him, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I still saw Fallon and Ramsey, so the two that are up the stairs. I just like to think that Fallon is like standing there ready to fucking like fight this man, and Ramsey's like, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. Hold.
Not yet.
Hold. Hold.
Chill the fuck out. Not
Josh
yet.
is debating whether he should take a long rest at this point while you guys have your staring contest.
No, we're
We
killing
should,
a death slot.
We should
But
do something
so
about Davros first before we go up.
Why?
Because he's probably going to
Just
be in the
seems-
battle, so why don't we just take him out now?
Why would he be against us?
He
Davros
didn't show up
seems-
with Ilrin.
Yeah, but he seems to
No.
be pretty
He also
in with
just
him.
seemed sad.
fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Might
I
be
don't
under his
want to
control.
waste time. Fallon is barely keeping control of herself right now.
Also, I
So-
did a 21 insight check on Davros, and he just seemed sad.
Yeah.
Basic, I need to
Davros.
get into the room now.
Right?
Davros,
Yes.
I would enter this room and don't exit. For a little bit. I'm sure you overheard what
You
we
gonna
said.
put him where? Oh, in that room, yeah.
In the quarters there.
Get perhaps even underneath one of the beds, and don't come out until there's an all clear. I'm sure you overheard our conversation and what was revealed.
Yes. You know, I haven't been with these people long, but some of this crew are pretty good people. Try to keep the collateral to a minimum.
That's the goal.
I mean, preferably collateral will be nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what might be, what potentially could be helpful is if you were to go up and go into the barracks with the rest of the crew and keep them there. And we'll handle the threat, and hopefully that will keep the collateral to nothing. Except for
That's not collateral, though. That's the target.
that's the target.
He takes a deep breath and he says, I can do that if you're okay with that. I'll keep the sailors from intervening.
Do
Um,
we trust that?
Aura? Yeah, that's good. At this moment, as we're all prepping for this, Fallon, you feel magic come over you from Wolfhum. You have now protection from evil and good cast upon you.
Nice.
And Death Slad is an aberration.
And Chewbacca
Ooh.
also whispers to Davros, and get Kaisira in there too.
I'm sorry. Oh, Sarah.
Yes.
He's talking to Davros.
His girlfriend.
It's your chance to be heroic.
You move up to the upper deck. Davros moves ahead of you into the kitchen first. The galley. Sorry, it's not kitchen on a ship.
No.
When he remerges, Kaisera is with him, and the two of them head into the crew quarters. He
Go ahead
closes
and
the
play
door behind
cards.
him.
And then we do a slow motion walk into the room.
We
Mhm.
let the
Yeah,
bombs
Fallon's
go
not-
off.
Fallon is not moving in slow motion. Thank you very much.
No,
Do
the slow motion
you-
just happens.
Are you intending to fight in the room there or lure them out?
Is he still there?
I don't know
Yes.
fight him in that room.
It's pretty small quarters.
Crowded.
Pretty
Quarters,
easy
close
to pull
quarters.
them out. Actually.
Fine, I guess we can fight him out here.
I mean, I was going to start with Charm Monster, but
Oh, imagine.
That would be
Hilarious.
But
fascinating.
fine.
if it fails, then we're fighting in that stupid room.
Ilrin, I have a question
Ready
for
to
you.
leave.
Yep. The door opens, Ilrin steps out to here. Ilrin makes
We
an
point at the
insight
floor.
roll.
I'm gonna point at the
Oh,
floor as he's
wait,
doing
hold on.
this.
Before he comes out, can I be standing on this side?
Whoa! Imagine.
Let's see.
Like before Cora calls him out.
By the way, Shabaka, you're on the floor hole.
The floor hole is not that big. It's
Floor hole.
maximum 5x5.
5.
Yeah.
Ah! Where'd it go?
Fallon could have ripped up a bigger hole.
And I would call the square that it is difficult terrain rather than missing.
Floor hole.
Yep, floor hole. Okay.
As long as it's not flat.
Geez, I wish I just had a random dice here. There we
Is there
go.
no random dice in this?
Oh, hello.
His insight versus my passive deception. Blech.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's just roll dice in the bottom right.
I found it. I got
Okay.
it working. There's a stat sheet. I was able to hit. Okay, what is your deception?
Should I roll it, or do you want my passive?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it. Actually,
13!
yeah. Insufficient. So Ilrin comes out, and with a big smile on his face, he's like, "Friends!" And the smile just drops. And he says, "Ah,
Charm person. Or charm
Figaro
person.
or Sirit?
Sorry, what did he say?
Figaro,
Figaro
or
or
Sirit?"
Sirit? Common sense.
I think the answer is sword in the back.
I think the answer is roll for
Initiative.
initiative.
Wait,
And
Yeah,
we will
I think
pick it
that's
up
the
there
answer.
next week.
can I roll a stealth check to see if I'm hiding from him?
Next week.
It's gonna be you're within like 5. You're like standing 2.5 feet away from him. It is gonna be a hard roll.
Like in this little area where I'm standing, like I'm like right here.
Yeah, that is like 5 feet away. You can roll it, but it's gonna be a tough one. Do that this week though. We will do that.
I have a plus.
And are we
9.
rolling
Oh, yeah,
initiative, or
no, okay,
is your
that's
auto
18.
roll? Oh, no.
Oh right, yeah.
18.
You know what? That's not bad. Okay.
And he's distracted by them talking.
Although he's also in a paranoid state, so I'm not going to give him any
He
advantage
wasn't until
or
he came
disadvantage.
through the door.
That's for Wolfhum for posterity. But Wolfhum's
Yeah.
right next to Fallon, so.
Okay, Wolfham rolled way better than me.
Makes sense.
Wolfhum's tiny and literally a doll.
Sure. I will
Um,
never be able to figure out my own mind
right.
decision on why I picked sleight of hand for my expertise and not stealth. Like it was such a baffling choice that I made.
You had a conscious choice at
I
one point.
know, and I don't remember.
We should have started with charm.
Because now I don't even pick locks; I just break shit down.
Right?
No, you're. And hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He had advantage to detect you, but he did not. He blew it
Mhm.
pretty bad with a 10 and a 1. So, yeah, not you are against all odds hidden there.
He's looking
Nice.
over at us for not even looking that way.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna add some tokens. So yeah, I don't really want to roll initiative for you guys. I want you guys to roll it because it is part of the fun of the thing. So, Sasha, I'm gonna move Sasha up. So go ahead and roll it, and then I will add them to the
Yeah.
initiative.
Oh, nice.
Lame as always.
Could have been better is the answer for Fallon.
Right?
Have you figured out how
Roll
to just
for
go in and
plus
change it?
5.
Yeah, I can change it. Oh, Fallon's worked. Ramsey's has worked.
Oh, is it working now?
No.
Oh.
No, Sasha's is not.
Are you using the encounters tool?
No, the maps tool comes with its own new encounters tool.
Okay.
So Sasha rolled the same as me. I have a 16 dex. What is Sasha?
Alright.
Higher.
You have what?
Probably higher. He's a dex-based, like, rogue paladin thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
I think he's talking to his dog.
And I'm dealing with the dog
Ugly
who
ass.
literally
gizzard.
got the procedure today.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he needs a cone of shame, but he's actually been really good about not messing with the surgical site. But 5 minutes ago, decided, you know what? I'm going to challenge things now. Like, of course you are, you little shit.
So Ilren, at this point, as you're rolling initiative, still unaware of Fallon behind him, but aware that the jig is up, and he changes back from this form of the hippopotamus man into
Ooh,
the death lad.
gross.
You impressed now, Sasha?
Yes, indeed. He's even uglier now.
less fun, less whimsical.
Yeah.
Much less whimsical, yes, but still somehow gregarious.
Yeah. Perhaps we can continue to talk.
My
and
friends.
maybe have a test game.
Glad to see you. Stay for
Boom!
dinner.
Initiative is rolled, and the stage is set, and this is where we will pick it up next week as we go into sudden death with the death slide.
Should be
Death slide.
fun because I am completely and totally out of spells.
I've still got some good ones. But
You should have rested
Sounds like a
Yeah, when?
last time.
yeah, not all of us get stuff back on a short rest.
Yeah, no doubt. Bunch of freaking warlocks here or something.
Use you.
Oh yeah, I was in Wait, we didn't get a rest from the time the previous.
Short
We got a
rest.
short rest. It was a short
Short
rest.
rest.
So most of you got a short rest. The whale didn't. Oh, but you did it in the galley.
Yeah, I did it.
You did in the galley.
Yeah, a short rest doesn't
Short
mean
rest
nothing.
only.
I
No-
only
no
gained
spell
back
slots
on
back.
long rest.
I didn't use any spell slots, so I don't.
You wouldn't
No.
have because you were in.
You
You
did.
were a whale.
Some of us had to
Yeah.
heal and other things.
Yeah.
You're having a whale of a time.
That's okay. If we're only fighting one thing,
Around
I
the
got
world.
probably
Phase
not.
one,
And
so-
both
Okay,
Plum and
so-
Fallon are both stealthed. Yay!
So
Great.
next week, I don't know if I can be here for start time,
Okay.
but I will try to jump in as soon as I can. I do have a 6th level slot available. So Spirit Gardens is always usable if you guys need me to use that.
And you don't have any other slots than 6?
I have 1 6, 1 5, 2 4. Like I still have
Oh, okay.
one of each level at least, but I mean, the length of time it takes combat, usually Spirit Guardians is because it's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
I can also toss in guiding bolts or
Yeah, that sounds
Or
good.
I don't
healing.
know. I would say if I'm really wounded and close to him, I can use Vampiric Touch and steal some hit points. And if I have a
Holy warrior.
if I have a reaction, if I still have a reaction, remember that I can cancel out a critical.
Okay.
Hmm.
Great. I will
'Cause
remember
that's
none
handy.
of this by the time we
I
play.
will.
No, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Just type it in the chat
will.
there.
I got your back.
All right.
Type it in the
I've
chat.
Default
Doris got me.
action.
She knows how this goes.
Yum unite!
Bro, I barely remember what I can do by
Go
week by
get the
week.
copter.
So
I've never actually
Actually, we
fought
can
a
all
Strahd
see his
before, so I'm
character
very
sheet, so
excited.
really.
I don't actually know what they do completely, so I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, me neither.
I will
Actually.
pull up his character sheet.
No, you don't know! Dang it!
Yeah. I have some idea there, and I've got a stat block in front of me, but I've never run one before.
See, the major thing I'm kind of excited, I think, is that this would have been a case use of that Gem of Seeing, but no one's attuned to it right now, because Ramses has it.
Mm.
That's right. Got to get that to Cora.
There, I can see your whole sheet. I can even, I think I can even click on things. Let me try to hit someone with your quarterstaff. No, I can only pull it up to look at.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go in and
Give someone.
unassign and reassign, but
I can look at your stats and roll your stats for or your things for you with the regular dice. Okay, cool.
cool.
Cool. Thanks,
Alright.
all.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right, everybody. Thanks for playing, and
See you later.
thanks to those for watching. And we'll
Yeah,
Mm.
see
it
you
was
all
fun.
next week for another episode of
Indeed.
Eve of Ruin. Hooray!
Oh, we fight a gross monster.
Where we fight a death slad.
Death lad!
Yeah, that's bad.
Or
We're
gross
glad we don't have a
toad-
list
gross
for that
toad
thing.
monster.
I was just gonna challenge him to a game of chess.
Not a chess slad.
Chest slad.
A death slad.
That's another type from it. Where do they come from? Limbo or something? Has a lot of-
Negative energy plate.
Hell?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was limbo. They like to do the limbo. They're not very
How
good
low
at
can
it,
they
though,
go?
since they have no neck. Anyway.
Slot have no neck.
Kind of looks like it.
Wow.
Slot got
Anyway.
no neck.
Slide got no neck. Slide can't jump. Anyway. Okay, let's
Of course.
they're
They're really good at making musical instruments. Because have you ever played a slot of Arius?
slide.
Jesus Christ.
And on that note, good night.
I want to be dead too.
Evil one. wanted so long. This conflict flows like a river through our heads, taking down every wall, every stone, every door, every stair. And now we're here with nothing left, no, nothing here. Everything that we held dear washed away with the rain. Everything, everything, everything. And by the love tide, I feel our walls have fallen. They're crumbling down to the ground since we've been stalling. Stop this high tide, because I think I'm drowning. I never learned to swim, I swear my death is coming. Digging away out the sorrow, I'm finding a way back tomorrow. Discovering something inside of you I've wanted so long. Digging away out the sorrow, finding a way back tomorrow. Discovering something inside of you I've wanted so long. I've wanted so long.